she has something she wants, it would be irresponsible to tell her to stop.
Just get Akira to snoop for you. She's a girl, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Your retainer will solve all your family problems.
Yeah. Well,
Just like a back and forth of favors between you two. So
that's the idea. That's why I like.
Eventually, yeah.
That's why it's good.
Satsuko, if it does turn into a pet, Satsuko will probably like the biology thing too.
Yeah. It's a fucking demon egg. Why would you sell these to normal people? Oh, no one's in this class.
Well, it has its magical attribute, because it's a trinket. So yeah.
Fuck.
It'll turn into a beautiful spider.
Magic class isn't allowed, but demons are.
Demons are totally allowed.
And, right, so I guess we'll move on to... I guess it would be... I imagine Reiko's talk will be quite serious, so I guess it would be Kaharu or Akira.
If I may interject for just a moment, I don't know if you...
Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's do Reiko.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if this will be that short.
We've got we got 40 minutes, right?
We got plenty of time. What are you talking about?
I mean, okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I forgot. Please. Sorry about that.
Yeah, please go ahead.
It's fine.
I have double duty on my characters. I'm getting plenty. It's fun.
Okay, so I guess we're going to that upper Asate place Mom booked in.
Yes. You are. So you'll make your way to the seafood restaurant. And you would have been told to change into something nicer if you had something, so you would have made a stop to the dorm and changed into something nicer. Because you're going to a proper restaurant.
Okay. Will I have something, or should I retroactively spend money to say that, yeah, I have something?
You can retroactively spend if you want.
Sure. I mean, Maca, dollars.
If you buy it from Jeffrey, it'll have a macro option. If you buy it from like the city, it'll be dollars only.
Okay, what would be the price range? 150?
I'd say for a decent outfit, like you don't have to go as proper as Rio did, but I'd say like 100 is good to get a nice dress.
Either Maca or cash, yes?
It'll be $100.
Oh, okay. Only dollars. Sure. I'm gonna, spend that.
Alright. So do you invite your mother into your dormitory, or do you let her wait outside?
I mean, I'm showing her around, so I might as well show how we live.
Alright, so when you get to...
I don't think
the dorm is open. Yeah, the dorm's open because Genda's back. So you'll walk in and you'll be like, who is that?
Genda-san, that's... Sir, can you remind the name of my mother again? Because I'm hearing
Sukiko.
That... Sukiko Yamura, my mother.
And your mother will just kind of... She'll whip off her glasses and she'll be like, is Naomi here? She'll look towards Reiko.
What? I mean, I thought Genda Naomi, like, asked me that.
No. Your mother's asking you if she asked you what it is, like, you know.
Wait, what?
What is what? I'm completely lost at this point. I thought we entered, Genda Naomi's, like, asking me who is that, looking at my mother, and I answered.
Like, she's in her room at the moment, so she asked across the hallway.
Yeah, that was the part that was confusing.
Oh, okay. So I say, Reiko and my mother, and I to my mother, yeah, that's Genda Naomi. She's our what's the name? Overseer or supervisor? Dorm mom, yeah, that works too.
And she'll just she'll take off her glasses and her hat. She'll pass the hat to Hanukkah. And she'll just kind of laugh. And she'll be like, "Ah, I see. Is that your game, huh? Right. I suppose you know where your own room is. I'm going to go and see your dorm mother, as you put it." And she'll walk off.
Okay. I mean, do I need to roll to see that there's also probably some story behind her and Naomi or Genda?
It's always a good thing to roll.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
You know that when she laughed, it wasn't a laugh like, haha, good. It's like, it was kind of a spiteful laugh. As in, like, it's all very ironic and she's trying to piece things together.
Oh, okay.
And she lost any interest of you showing her around. Her interest was immediately onto Genda when you mentioned that it was Genda Naomi. You feel like there's some bad blood there.
Oh. And then I begin like, oh fuck. And then on the other, you know what? Another point of my mind. There's for me no fucks left to give. So I just go to my room and prepare.
Alright.
Prepare so and then I guess call out that I'm ready. Unless I don't know.
So do you want to try and listen to the conversation they're having?
Not really. It's like, yeah, I'm stepping in and like, knock knock. Mom, I'm ready. And inwardly, please don't kill her or something. I don't know.
Alright.
So, no, maybe not. I'm ready. We can go.
Alright, you won't get a response. And it'll be a couple of minutes before she steps out of the room. And she looks pissed off. Like she got told off or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say is everything alright because I see that it's not.
Right. We must get going. We won't want to miss our reservation now, Reiko.
Of course.
Nice dress, though your hair needs a bit of work. And she'll take out a comb from her handbag and a couple of clips, and she'll hand it to you.
Okay. I guess.
Now, if you need a mirror, I've got one in my makeup bag. She'll pass you a hand mirror. Oh. We can do it within the cab. I have called for one.
Okay.
And Hanukkah will be like, if you need any help, Reiko-chan, I'd be happy to assist you.
Yeah, I think that Reiko doesn't have too much experience with that kind of stuff. So, yeah, she'll be happy to politely ask that if that's no trouble, then I guess I could use some help just to make sure I don't mess it up.
So as you're going into the cab towards the restaurant, you'll hear Hanukkah cough a bit as you move on. And you'll end up at the restaurant. And Hanukkah has very diligently put your hair up.
Okay. Yeah.
And you make your way to the restaurant.
Yep. I mean, maybe I just simple think like I asked like, I hope that nothing like no illness is trying to get you.
No, it's just a bit of a cold.
Yes, it's winter. I hope you wear warm clothes. And yeah, there's stuff like that, but yeah. I don't want to prolong this too much, so restaurant it is.
Right. So you'll order and stuff, and Sukiko will be like, right, well, I suppose there's so much to tell you and talk to you about that there isn't really a starting point. So if you have any questions for me that you can think of, we can start from there.
Like, very small smile and say, well, I was thinking the same thing, that I don't know from where should I start. I mean, are you interested in exactly what happened and what went down? I don't know how much you heard, or if, for example, Naomi-san said anything. Not the Koharu. No, wait, Koharu. Jesus Christ. What's her bloody name?
Honoka? Katsumi? Jun?
No, not Naomi. The,
Now,
Koharu's sister.
Himura Naomi. Naomi Himura Naomi. Yeah.
I dare so much, yeah.
So you're asking about Himura?
Not asking, I'm asking her if she I mean, how much did she heard already, or if she's interested in hearing what happened.
And she'll be like, I'm not really one for gruesome stories. Taken from the look at you, you've been through quite a trial, and if it's taxing towards your mental health, you don't have to give me the details. I can piece things together.
Oh, okay. And yes, you can say that it's a trial. I mean, I might as well start from the first thing that comes to my mind. I learned about the principal of the school. You said stepfather, I imagine your stepfather, and the thing is that he's kinda... Nobody's seen him since the inauguration, and I don't know if you heard about him, anything.
Yes, my stepfather was always buried within his work. That's what the Yamuras are known for. They're known for their excellent vision when it comes to the education department of the country. Many schools have been governed under their guidance. They have many networking links between the universities and the colleges of Japan. They've had quite the hidden empire when it comes to that. If you're wondering how he's my stepfather, my mother married him quite a few years ago, and by virtue I became his stepdaughter. I've taken the name because, well, names get you everywhere in this society.
I just let out a sigh, mostly from stress, but agreement, and say, yes, that is true. Wow, what else can I ask? We have our meeting now, but I imagine in the near or far future, your invitation to visit you is still up?
Yes, we have an apartment in Tokyo. It's easier for me to get to the Diet building there, though we can relocate wherever it's necessary. My work doesn't necessarily cement me to one place. It's not really something I can talk about, however, it's more covert. But if you're worried for my safety or anything like that, it's not a problem. I have very good connections. I've made use of my life.
That's good to hear. And I understand, that, well, there are secrets that shouldn't be, secrets, or something that shouldn't be known by masses. It's fine. I wasn't intent on prying.
You do. It's not that I don't want to tell you, is that I'm bound by a by a mythological agreement that I can't tell you. It's for the security of the country. You are at the end of the day a normal citizen. If you decide later on in your life to work for the people and through government, perhaps then I'd be able to tell you more.
It's fine, Mother. It really is, and well, and that's, I never really thought about like government and that kind of work, but I guess I just don't know what life has in store for me in the future.
Well, you've basically been cooped up ever since you were born. But you shouldn't have to worry about it anymore. I got the divorce papers, well, on Thursday.
Huh. Um. Well, I don't, and I say that in character. Well, I don't. I have literally no idea how to feel about that.
Well, think of this as a celebration then. And she'll just kind of fill up her glass with it's not super alcoholic, but she's it's still somewhat alcoholic.
Okay. Well, might as well.
I wonder who would be the next woman that you procreate with. Though I suppose he's getting on in age. Shame. And she'll take a drink. It's like it's not a sip. It's like a big gulp.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think. I mean, I imagine they gave me like non-alcoholic stuff. Or do I also have the same?
You have the same drink. Like she doesn't care if you're drinking alcohol or not.
Okay, so I just like take a small sip, and yeah, I guess so. If I may ask, I mean, if there is something I want to ask, like curiosity, I know that Honoka-san is your friend. She's a really good person, but I wondered if she's also kind of like working in the same. I mean, also for the government, or is she working with you?
And Tonic will be like, "Oh no! I'm a geologist. I do get sponsored by the government, but I don't work for them in any sort of way that Shikike does." Yes,
okay.
personal and private and business lives are quite separated in that regard.
Ah, okay. That's one bit of my curiosity satisfied.
And Hanukkah will just kind of look outside and be like, "The topology of the city is quite amazing. Even though it's quite metropolitan, I can feel this pulse underneath it. And even outside of the city borders, there's some residue. This would be a wonderful place to study land. But, well, I suppose that will be one day."
I mean, I guess that wouldn't hurt to tell. I mean, Reiko knows about ley lines. At least there are some, because even from talk with Gideon that somebody's influencing him. I mean, I don't have that much knowledge, but I mean, I know that, well, there are ley lines in this city. So I guess you feel that, Honoka-san.
Right. I've heard of those from ancient legends. They tend to sprout from, I believe, Kyoto is the original heart of Japan. It's such a fascinating place. I did spend my time going to Kyoto University, so I suppose I'm a bit biased in that regard.
It's fine. Um, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything else I'm interested in asking. Shit. Yeah, there's like moment of quietness, like Reiko thinks like what she wants to ask, and I don't know if in that moment like Mother says like ask me something or.
Right. So Hima would be like, right. So you were going to mention your financial situation. How are you taking care of yourself?
I mean, I think I'm doing pretty okay. I'm kind of looking now for a ways to like earn a living, like part-time job or something like that, and I might have a venue for that, but
You don't need to do such things if it will interfere with your studies. I can always set up a personal account for you and send you a monthly allowance.
I, considering I'm happy that we are catching up, but I would feel kind of bad considering how our relation was going through all those years, and now I would feel like I'm what's the English sentence?
Taking advantage of?
Taking advantage of you, mother?
No, it's simply common sense. I don't want you to be pressured by economic anxiety when at your age you shouldn't be. You are only 15, Reiko. The pay for somebody who's under 18 is quite atrocious. It wouldn't be enough to sustain you logistically.
And then I like sigh and like give a quiet laugh. I guess considering everything, I sometimes forget my age, or rather, in this case, I forgot my age.
Right, you've been through quite a sheltered upbringing, but now think of it as being able to discover the world for what it truly is, rather than a storybook that's been recited to you over the years.
Yes, I, well, concerning my persona, I can say that it's like wanting to soar through the skies, but I also remember about Icarus, so I will try not to fly close to the sun.
And she'll just kind of take out a notebook and she'll be like, I noticed that your persona didn't have any tangible form. I do wonder if that's a concern.
Does she mean basically that he's still in the X state, or she's referencing to
Basically, that
damage?
he basically looks like a mirage. He doesn't really have like any avian physiology apart from his face, which is bird-like.
Little wings, kind of, but they're like fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there are maybe some few explanations. One is that I have him not for that long, so I imagine with time and practice I will be more I will have better attunement with my persona. Or maybe it's that, well, and inwardly I say, well, apologies once more, mighty feelings for that battle, and maybe it's a partially result from a fight I had with Katsumi.
Right. Well, considering that your persona has quite the lucid form, I'd imagine that your contract was quite ideological rather than material.
Yes.
Well, if it was something to do with material gain, I would be able to help you fulfill the means of your contract. But since it's an ideological one, unless I know what it is exactly, I can't exactly give you advice. Do you remember or recall what it is, or did you happen upon this persona by chance rather than through willing mean?
This persona was given to me by someone, my patron, you could say. But I'm sorry, but I it's like this person takes its secrecy seriously, so
You're not being manipulated, are you, Reiko?
No.
I can understand that with your upbringing, you might be very easy to trust somebody who offers you something different as soon as it's available. You must use your common sense when it comes to this. This secrecy, is there any reason for it? You don't have to tell me who this person is if it will violate the relationships you have with your newfound patron. This patron must be quite powerful in order to erase the traces of Minamoto.
In character, yeah, I don't think Reiko has any. Like, she never really said why all the secrecy. Or wait, would Reiko like had any ideas?
I mean, all of the stuff about secrecy has been from the other dorm people telling you don't talk about it, but you've never really heard it from Shin.
And then I just have this like, now that you mentioned it, Mother, I mean, actually I might bring that up with my patron next time I talk with him. Actually, yeah, this secrecy mostly my other dorm members mentioned to not talk about this said patron.
You all share the same patron? Or is it only certain members within the dormitory?
I honestly cannot say with 100% certainty. I mean, maybe...
I guess you can roll a knowledge roll.
Yeah, I will. I mean...
It'll be the full, so it will be a +3, I believe.
Okay. Does the... Wait, I need to zoom in. Does it give any bonuses to... No.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be your knowledge +3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just like double checked if it doesn't have anything like the school itself, like boosting die or something, but it doesn't.
Alright, you know that even though Ryu has a new persona, his patron is still Shin, because Minamoto did a soft thing rather than a hard switch like you did. So yeah, everybody has the same patron at the moment.
I mean, yeah, we share the same patron.
Fascinating. You don't have any other dorm members who are associated with the cloistered?
I mean, I think for a moment, I don't know. I mean, Kazehaya, I don't think that's... I mean, do I need to roll again for knowledge to see?
You can keep the same one.
I mean, as far as Reiko knows, nobody else is.
No, nobody else is.
Yeah. No, nobody else is from cloistered families.
I see. So if you all have the same patron, you must have been influenced by the academy. Stepfather is certainly sleeping on a gold mine. But anyway, that's most interesting. If you all have the same patron, I imagine that you must spend quite the time together. It's almost as if you're a unit, no?
Well, we do things. There are some activities together, although due to my recent change, I noticed that some people find it hard to stand my presence. It doesn't have to be something personal, it's just something about my aura makes them queasy.
I say this because I do love you, Reiko, but yes, you have... I suppose you have changed. You were born with a very specific purpose, and I can't lie to you and say that you're the same that you once were. But you still are the same inside. It's mentally and emotionally it's what counts. physicality, it's only a fleeting thing. Everybody grows old anyway. And somebody will be able to treasure you for who you are rather than what you look like now.
Yeah, when she says that, I have this, like, in my mind, flash of, like, Gideon's face, and then I, like, smile, and, yes, I believe so.
Right. Do you like your dormitory members? If you all have the same patron, you must have some bond, but how deep is this bond?
Right now, I guess I'm still figuring things out. Well, one member, we kinda got in a shouting match, and I need to figure out how to approach her and talk things out. I mean, Koharu-chan, sister of Naomi, she's really friendly and nice.
Naomi's sister. I couldn't sense her presence anywhere within the academy grounds. It seems that Naomi has all of the purpose behind him. But anyway, carry on.
I mean, there's Ralph and Rio, who are, I mean, after everything, Rio seemed to, well, respect, rather understand that I wanted to follow my path and what I did.
Ryu, is that Takinachin?
Yes.
Given that their rise amongst the middle society, I'm surprised that this Ryu character didn't do as well as might be expected from their burgeoning brand.
I don't know him that well. We didn't talk that much, and I wasn't prying about his details to figure out, like, what's with him, but...
And she'll just kind of go through the names. She'll be like, this is quite an interesting menagerie of dorm classmates that you have. I believe the only parts that don't make sense is this Fujikage. Am I correct? Who is this?
Shizuka?
Who is this girl?
I mean, she's
Yes.
one of my... Well, she was, apart from Katsumi, she was the other friend I had during my, well, upbringing.
She'll just kind of put a finger to her lips and she'll be like, but she doesn't have the same importance that your other dorm members have. It's an oddity.
Importance? I mean, I don't know, she's kind of shy and...
I suppose the other oddity is this Raphael Dark. Is that his real name?
I believe so. I mean, he tends to have slip-ups with Japanese that are both somewhat, maybe not concerning, but somewhat, sometimes funny, sometimes awkward, and sometimes cringy. But, I mean, that's...
He reminds me of somebody who I used to know. And I'd rather not speak about that woman. But anyway.
Oh dear God, does he have bad blood with Ralph's mom too? Anyways, yeah, I mean, as I said, I kinda, like, we are not on the stable ground. I'm not on the stable ground with my dorm mates right now. I just need to figure things out and kinda reach out to them to see where we stand, but I want to believe that in the near future, if something happens, I will be able to count on their help, and in return they will be able to count on mine to have their back, so to speak.
And your relationship with Genda Naomi, how would you describe that?
I shrug and say, I cannot say I'm not really spending time with her. Like most of the times I'm seeing her during the breakfast and dinners at the evening.
That sounds like her not giving her time for anybody.
I'm not sure if that's true, but I don't know. I never really so far didn't like spend time.
Well, if I were your shoes, I wouldn't get particularly close to her. But that's just me.
I mean, pardon if I ask, Mother, but it kind of sounds like there's some not exactly great history between the two of you.
I just don't want you to get hurt, Reiko. Trying to get somebody's attention when they won't pay any to you is quite tragic. You're better off keeping to your own classmates and making sure you don't fall into her web.
Okay, I will have to. Okay, yeah, inwardly I'm like, what? She's like talking like Gentai, some sort of freaking spy master or something. Anyways, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I will have that warning. I will remember that warning. And I mean, as you said, I guess I will use my common sense in my really like workings on meetings with her.
Right, and if she does approach you or anything, be sure to let me know. I don't want people to take advantage of you now that you've discovered that the world is more than just a dusty temple.
Yeah, I think I heard that. It's appreciated, and although I believe you are not the first person to said that. Although as a player, I cannot remember. I only like mistily remember that. I think I heard something like that already.
And she'll pass Reiko a key, and she'll be like, "Here's the key to our apartment in Tokyo. Be sure to make a home for yourself, whether it's during the weekend or if any of your studies require you to be within Tokyo itself. There is a room prepared for you if you wish to lie down low. Your father's presence within this city is quite intoxicating. So if you ever need a moment to remove yourself from that influence, Tokyo is quite metropolitan compared to other cities of Japan. You should be able to find some reprieve there."
Of course. Thank you, Mother. Thank you. And then when she mentions like intoxicating, I just like maybe not scoff, but like, yeah, one of my not classmates, but friends and associates kinda is feeling that on himself. I don't know why, but some people, maybe John or like somebody from Temple, is thinking that he's the reason why I changed, that he influenced me or something, and they are taking it on him. I don't know. He said that, they are influencing the ley line to kinda attack him, air quotes, like not physically.
Your friend of yours is made an enemy of Jin. I would advise that you keep away from them then. Jin can be quite malicious.
I don't think it's something I'll be willing to do. I explained the situation to him, and well, he's a nice boy. He said he made a promise that he won't walk away, and no matter what's going to happen. And
That's very well, nice and all. But if it's a concern for your safety, you must keep that in mind. You are still teenagers. You're not going to be in love forever and ever if that's that sort of thing.
Maybe, maybe not, but I want to give it a try. Besides, if we are talking about that kind of stuff, I mean, I guess I mean, John won't be the only, I think, potential threat.
Mm.
I mean, I don't want to really mention it, but...
If it's something that legitimately endangers your life, I do have the power to put you into protective custody. But it shouldn't escalate that far. This is the real world, and it has real laws.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope it... well, I mean, I hope it won't, and make sure that... Well, I will keep my guard up.
Right. And do take a moment to reconsider whether your relationship is worth your health. I hope so for yourself. Having a broken heart sounds terrible.
Maybe in the next weeks it will really hurt more, but right now my heart is like... I don't know if that would make things too worse, but I don't want to really digest into that depressing stuff.
By the way, if you ever need a birth control, I can escort you to a clinic.
and I imagine at this point, like, I was like sipping and then and I go red. Mom! Like, literally, like, maybe like...
It's far less costly than being having a teenage pregnancy and being yet another statistic.
I was... We didn't go that far. And besides, I would be careful.
You know, men can be quite forward and aggressive. It may not have gone that far now, but well, if it's a fairly recent relationship, I don't know whether he'd be able to contain himself or not.
This one can. You can say that he's very new to those kinds of feelings.
She'll just kind of look puzzled and she'll be like, is he special?
Can I roll an understanding?
Yeah. She's asking, is he actually retarded or not? Is he autistic?
No, Mom, she is not. He's not. He's just... no, he just had... you know, upbringing that wasn't really... Yeah, and then I like stop. I'm not sure if that's my place to tell about his family.
Well, I suppose teenagers will have their secrets they keep away from their mothers. I won't pry, but it's good to hear that he doesn't have any mental deficiencies. It would be quite odd considering he attends the academy, but there have been cases of quite some deranged students being accepted at the academy. I do wonder whether stepfather is simply just taking it as a catch-all. But if you believe in his moral character, well, until I meet him for myself, I will be satisfied with that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually something it would be nice to arrange. I will talk to him in, like, soon, I guess. He mentioned that he will be willing to help me with, even though I cannot, I mean, if I can't discard it, I might as well work my way in developing it, and he would say that he would be helping in, my heirloom. I mean, I don't know, like, in character how to say it, but yeah.
You can say heirloom because it's not like it's like my SFX.
Yeah, he will be like helping with my heirloom and how to develop it.
Right. Well, I'm pleased for you. And she'll ask for the bill and she'll be like, anyway, we must be getting back. It's been wonderful to see you again in an environment where we can both talk freely.
I share your sentiment, Mother, and I promise you that, well, considering the situation, it won't be I will make sure that our meetings will be more frequent.
Of course. And remember, you can always drop by the apartment whenever you feel the need to get away.
Of course, I will remember that and keep this key safe.
Right. And she'll pay for the bill, and she'll be like, all right, if you ever need more information about how to set up the personal banking details, we can talk about that another time.
Of course.
Until then, well, we hope to see you soon, right, Arnica? She'll be like, yes, of course. It's been a lovely outing today, Reiko-chan. It's lovely to see the city that all of your memories will be based upon now.
Thank you, Honoka-san. I'm glad that you enjoyed your visit in the city.
It was wonderful. She'll start to take her. She'll take your mother's handbag. She'll put it on. She'll be like, right. Well, I suppose we should be getting to the transport hub. Would you like to come with us, or do you have curfew?
What's the time?
It'll be nearing like 8 p.m.
With my athletics, I think I will be able to kind of make it in time, or even like get a cup. Yeah. So, I mean, there is a time when lights off, but and I look at my clock. Yeah, it will be fine. I will like go with you, like see you off. That's the English phrase of like.
Yeah.
Or walk you off. Yeah. To the transport hub, and that I do.
Right, so you see your mother and her friend go off.
Okay.
And you're able to dash back to the dormitory in time.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so...
Made it in time.
Yes. And now you can safely go to bed, because I was just going to wrap up with anybody else who wanted to see that.